Hello and a very happy Easter Monday to you. I'm Remy Blumenfeld.
And I'm Debbie Flint. Hope you're enjoying your Easter break. Not too much chocolate. On today's 31 West, we have the second part of our journey into the world of the lookalike. And if you're the double of someone famous, you could win a contract with a model agency.
We'll also be meeting the little girl from Birmingham who'll be making television history later this month.
Stacey will be here, and he'll be setting us a special Easter television quiz.
And we're joined by actress Rosemary Smith, who you may remember from Crossroads. She'll be telling us why she steered clear of Easter eggs this weekend.
Now on Friday, Remy met some of the world's most famous faces on some of the world's least famous bodies, lookalikes who, like it or not, are stuck with being the dead spit of someone else. Today in part 2, Remy finds out the flip side of being a double, and it's a tough and not always rewarding occupation.
Change an expression and sort of try and become him.
Whoa. You actually met Princess Diana and Prince Charles.
I actually did. I had my picture taken with them. And now I'm sitting next to Linda Nolan.
Oh, do you reckon?
From the Nolan sisters.
Yeah, and you're a young Omar Sharif without the moustache.
You're being very, very nice.
Actually, they were better without opening their mouths, weren't they? The voices were less
I think
alike.
so. I think they do themselves a favour if they actually just were lookalikes rather than sound-alikes, so they don't sound much like the people they're trying to be.
Indeed. But if Remy hasn't put you off and you'd like to put your famous looks to use, why not get a pen and paper ready and enter the 31 West Lookalike contest? It's very simple. All you've got to do is send us your photograph along with your telephone number and address, and also who you're meant to be, just in case it's not obvious. If you win, you could land a contract with the lookalike agency worth just as much as your face is. One hot tip: the lookalike agencies say that they're short of Bros lookalikes, and they're still searching for, wait for it, Mikhail Gorbachev. The address to write to is 31 West, John Gow Productions, P.O. Box 582, London, SW15 6BN. That's P.O. Box 582, London, SW15 6BN.
And remember, if you think you look like Bros, you don't need to file for bankruptcy before you send your picture in. Our guest today is one person who hasn't spent the Easter weekend indulging in Easter eggs and chocolate bunnies. That's because, as an actress in programmes from Crossroads to Chance in a Million, she ate so much she ballooned to 17 stone. Well, all that's changed now, since she's lost a staggering 7 stone, and she hopes that means her roles will change too. This is how she looked like at the top of her weight. And this is how she looks now. Welcome, Rosemary Smith. Is weight a big issue with you?
No.
You're not obsessed by it then?
No, because it's gone.
But you were obsessed by it at one point. Did you find that you only got to play a certain kind of role because you weighed 17 stone?
Oh yes, definitely. Oh yes, slobs, usually negative people who didn't have much going for them in life.
And directors asked you to put on more and more weight, I gather.
This is true, yes.
So that sort of encouraged you to eat fattening things?
Yes. Yes, I thought, was it between, you know, a person or a whale, really, in the end?
How did you lose it?
I went on a diet.
And what did you eat on your diet? Everyone's got...
People always ask me that. Well, how did you do it? You go on a diet. Well, also it's exercise, actually. I think exercise is the answer, because everybody says, you know, I have a slow metabolism or something. Well, it was true in my case. I did have a slow metabolism. I was tested by a doctor, and they did think I had a thyroid problem. And apparently I was normal, but on the lower side. But with exercise, in fact, it's gone up. I've just been tested, and it's gone up to 98. So it's gone up from 68 to 98, which is a huge... But now, so you can, you know, do it.
But I always thought you looked great big, and there's a big vogue in large women, people like Roseanne. We've got a photo here of you
That is a mistake. That is a mistake. Because if you look at anything saying about Roseanne Barr, it says, is Roseanne Barr going to get any bigger? How big is she? It's always talking about her weight. It doesn't talk about her talent.
And yet people love her for the way she looks. And you were getting a lot of work when you weighed 17 stone. Why did you decide to reverse that trend? I mean, if it isn't broke, don't fix it kind of thing.
If it isn't broke, don't fix
I mean, are you working now as much as you did before when you were larger?
My whole world is opening up now into different directions. In the sort of parts I was being offered, or people were interested in me playing, quite honestly, I don't think anybody would want to play. And someone said to me recently, Yorkshire Television, why have you lost weight, you know, in these parts? But I said, have you seen the parts? They're basically stupid, fat slobs.
We've got a few pictures, actually. Would you talk us... Oh, one at the moment. Would you tell us about this one?
Oh, God.
Goodness. Now, is that dress hiding a lot of... Well, it makes you look larger than you even looked when I saw you.
When you saw me? When
Well,
did
on
you...
television.
Oh, right, yes. I did, in fact, go up more weight because, you know, since Crossroads, I was asked to put on more weight. That's why I said every time I went in for a casting, it's like, can you get bigger? You know, it's still not fat enough. So that's why I say, where are the limits? You know, do you want a whale or do you want a human being? Because it got to that stage.
But they wanted a whale.
I think they did want a whale, but unfortunately the whale probably couldn't act and it didn't take direction, so...
And another thing is, I mean, a lot of fat actresses play comic roles. I mean, you almost need to be large to play comedy, don't you?
Do you need to be large to play comedy? I think David Jason is one of the best actors we have, and he's not fat. He's a wonderful comedy actor.
Then,
I don't think it's fat women either, or fat men. I don't think you have to be fat. I think it's just a fallacy that also, if you're fat, that you're happy and jolly. You're not at all. You put on this front because you have to.
Well, directors were encouraging you to gain weight. Were other people making fun of you because you were large?
Well, yes, all my life, because I've always been fat. I was 11 stone when I was at junior school. So, I mean, all my life people have called me, you know, fatty, piggy. I mean, you know, if I put a needle into you, will you come down like a balloon? I mean, that is horrible. And, you know, trying to get on a train, trying to get clothes, just trying to be respected as a human being. You're not respected when you're fat. People think you're kind of, well, in fact, you do it to yourself. In the end, you have so little respect for yourself that you don't want to go outside. You wear coats in the summer because you don't want people to see you. You just retreat into yourself.
You look great now. We'll hear more about what you've had to do to adjust to your new image later on in the programme. Thanks for being here.
That's right, what a difference. Now, coming up on 31 West, Chris Stacey will be here with a special Easter television quiz when we look at the year 1976. We'll be meeting the little girl from Birmingham who will become the face of the BSB test card, and we'll be talking more with the new slimline actress Rosemary Smith. That's all after this break.